So Samsung finally revealed the Galaxy Z TriFold. Yes, the phone that folds three ways. What's up everyone, Tech Torch here. Samsung didn't do a public hands-on, but they did allow a select audience in South Korea to see the device behind protected glass. Even with limited access, we now have clearer visuals showing the trifold design we've been hearing about for months. From the footage, the device bends in a G-style fold, exactly like earlier leaks and UI animation suggested. The outer display sits in the center panel, while the left side carries a triple camera module. The right side folds inward to complete the three-section structure. The outer screen is 6.5 inches, but once fully opened, it transforms into a nearly 10-inch tablet. One immediate thing people noticed is the bezels. They aren't slim. In fact, they're noticeably thicker than what Samsung used on the Z Fold 7. The inner display also includes a punch-hole camera, just like the Fold 7. The rear camera island also looks almost identical to the Fold 7, hinting that Samsung might be reusing the same camera hardware this year. Considering this thing has three separate display panels, that's shockingly slim. Each layer seems to be around 4mm, judging by the side buttons and fingerprint scanner. Most people expected the trifold to be a bulky brick, but Samsung managed to keep it sleek for a three-panel foldable. Even with extra hinges, the device looks more refined than early concepts. Samsung clearly spent time reducing thickness to keep it usable as a daily phone rather than just a showcase experiment. Look closely at the frame, and you'll notice it isn't completely flat. Around the fingerprint reader and volume keys, Samsung added a slight inward curve. And honestly, that tiny change matters. It creates a small space to grip and makes it easier to unfold the device with your thumb. On the Z Fold 7, the edges were so flat and slim that opening the phone felt awkward, especially if your hands were dry. I personally dropped that device more than once because of it. This redesigned curve makes the unfolding motion smoother and more natural. It's a subtle change with a big impact on everyday use. Samsung confirmed that this trifold will be released within this year. However, availability is not straightforward. According to Evan Blass, the device may launch in only a few regions at first: South Korea, Greater China, and possibly the UAE. For now, the United States does not appear on the launch list. That might seem disappointing, but Samsung's statement leaves the door open. If the plan was to keep it permanent limited, they wouldn't publicly say it's coming to users within this year. That wording suggests they might start in select regions, then gradually expand once manufacturing stabilizes. Production volume is rumored to be extremely low, somewhere between 50,000 and 200,000 units. That aligns with Samsung treating this model as experimental and ultra-premium. It's a new form factor, complex hinges, and expensive parts, so the limited run makes sense. Speaking of expensive, brace yourself. Reports from Korea suggest the starting price could land around $2,800. That's roughly $1,000 more than the Z Fold 7. It's a massive jump, but brand new categories always start high. Once mass production improves, the price might eventually drop closer to $2,200. Inside, Samsung is expected to equip the trifold with the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, not the newer Gen 5 version. Storage may reach up to 1 terabyte, and RAM could go up to 16 gigabytes. Camera specs still appear to match the Fold 7, with only uncertainty around that rumored zoom capability that popped up in early firmware leaks. Battery size hasn't been officially confirmed, but estimates place it around 5,500 mAh. That capacity makes sense since powering three displays requires extra endurance. All eyes are now on Samsung's launch event, where we'll finally get completed specs instead of speculation. The official reveal is expected on October 31st, meaning we won't have to wait long to get all details. Samsung seems extremely confident in the trifold and is carefully building anticipation. This could be one of the biggest foldable milestones in years. Even now, after only a brief preview, the trifold already feels like a real step toward merging phone and tablet into a single device. Samsung is clearly aiming to reshape the foldable category rather than just refine it. And there's actually one more feature that could make this the best foldable productivity device yet. If Samsung nails this final part, the trifold could replace a tablet for many users. Click here to watch the follow-up video. I'll break down that last major feature.